Okay, we are looking at Floating Clouds, page 32 of Level 1 piano book. And the idea is dynamic shading, which is the crescendos and decrescendos. The tricky parts for students will be where two hands play together, measure 3 for the first two lines, measure 2 and 4 for the third line, and then starting a measure 3 for the last line. One thing to note about this song is that no line is a repetition of a previous line. That they're all going to be a little bit different. Most of the songs we play, each line, well, not each line, but there's more repetition. So as we look at this, if I'm focusing in on this, we're in G position. And when I get here, I see that I've got second finger in my right hand and second finger in my left hand. That's going to help us when we get there. So if I just play that measure, we're there. Once we get to here, with the third finger in the right hand, we go to a thumb in the left hand. And then our right hand goes up to our fifth finger. I'm looking at just this measure. And then I put those two together. Here they are separate first. And then together. And then if I do the whole line, then looking at the second line, we have again our second finger in our right hand and left hand. I'll measure 3, and then we go to B and A. Before this measure, where we go to 3 and 5 in the left hand and 1 in the right hand. So we have separately. And then we need to connect that to make it legato. So the whole line becomes. Then for line 3, we have 1 and 5 in the left hand and 3 in the right hand on measure 2. And it goes to first finger. Again. If I do those two measures, starting here, ending there. And here I have the same pattern, but it's up a step. So instead of starting there, I start on my fifth finger. And then when we get to this one, we've got, this one's a little bit more tricky because we're fourth finger on our right hand, first and second in our left hand. So this two measures becomes again. And the entire line, if I put that together, I'm really focusing on when these happen together. These measures aren't really that difficult, so our mind needs to be focused on what we need to do to prepare for those. And then in the fourth line, the treble spot is the last two measures, where we have second fingers again, so that's good. Here's measure 3, and then measure 4. Now this is the same as this, but the first part of the line isn't. So this we have played before. All right, let me get back to position. And here we see ritardando and decrescendo. So we're slowing down and getting softer when we get to this point. Now the whole line, I'm focusing in on when my hands come together. Once you have each line where you can play them individually and correctly, then you want to go to the entire song and follow the shading to make sure that you're doing gradually getting louder, louder, softer, mezzo piano, mezzo forte, forte, down to piano.